Hi, welcome to Study with Rishi, and this is 10 Minute System Design, where we learn any system design concepts in 10 minutes or less. Today, we are going to talk about SQL and NoSQL databases. In the world of databases, there are two main types of solutions: SQL, relational databases; NoSQL, non-relational databases. Both of them differ in the way they were built, the kind of information they store, and the storage method they use. SQL or relational databases are structured and have predefined schemas. Example like a phone address book, where a phone address, phone number, and phone number address is stored. And it has a fixed schema. All the records in the phone book follow the same structure. Relational databases store data in rows and columns. Each row contains all the information about one entity, and each column contains all the separate data points. Some of the most popular relational databases are MySQL, Oracle, MS SQL Server, Postgres, and MariaDB. Second is non-relational databases, NoSQL, which are unstructured, distributed, and have a dynamic schema like the file folder that hold everything from a person's address, their phone number, to their Facebook like and online shopping preferences. Basically, different type of data in one single bundle can be present. There are four very common type of NoSQL databases. First is key value store. Data is stored in an array of key value pairs. The key is an attribute name which is linked to a value. Well-known key value stores include Redis, Voldemort, and Dynamo. Second is document databases. In these databases, data is stored in documents instead of rows and columns in a table. And these documents are grouped together as a collection. Each document can have an entirely different structure. Document databases include CouchDB and MongoDB. Third is wide column databases or columnar databases. Instead of tables in columnar databases, we have column families, which are container for rows. Unlike relational databases, we do not need to know all the columns upfront, and each row does not have to have same number of columns. Columnar databases are best suited for analyzing large data sets. Most popular examples include Cassandra and HV. Fourth is graph databases. These databases are used to store data whose relations are best represented in a graph. Data is saved in a graph structure with nodes called entities along with properties, which means information about the entities, and lines as connections between these entities. Examples of graph databases include Neo4j and Infinite Graph. Now let's have a pro tip. Go for Cassandra if you want to dump the data at a very high speed rate. That is, write rate is really high, but you do not need to read the data at the same rate. On the contrary, use MongoDB if you want to both read and write at a very high rate. Now, let's summarize high-level differences between SQL databases and NoSQL databases. The first difference is how they store data. SQL databases store data in tables where each row represents an entity and each column represents a data point about that entity. For example, if we are storing a person entity in a table, different columns could be name, date of birth, country, and so on. On the contrary, in a NoSQL database, as we discussed, we have different data storage models. The main ones are key value, document, graph, and columnar. Second difference is about schema. In SQL, each record is as per a fixed schema. It means the column must be decided and chosen before data entry. And each row must have data for each column. The schema can be altered later, but it involves modifying the whole database and requires downtime. In NoSQL, schemas are dynamic. Columns can be added or removed on the fly, and each row or equivalent doesn't have to contain data for each column. Third difference is about querying. SQL databases use SQL structured query language for defining and manipulating the data. On the contrary, in NoSQL databases, queries are focused on collection of documents. Sometimes it is called UNQL, unstructured query language. Fourth difference is scalability. In most common situations, SQL databases are vertically scalable by increasing the attributes of hardware like higher memory, CPU, and others, which can get very expensive over the course of time. Although it is possible to scale a relational database across multiple servers, but that is very challenging, very complex, and highly time-consuming process. We have talked about this in data sharding video. If you want to, you can watch this video. Link is in the description. On the other hand, NoSQL databases are horizontally scalable, meaning we can add more servers easily in our NoSQL databases infrastructure to handle a lot of traffic. Any cheap commodity hardware or cloud instances can host NoSQL databases. thus it making a lot more cost effective than vertical scaling. A lot of NoSQL technologies also distribute data across servers automatically. The fifth difference is about reliability or ACID compliance. ACID stands for atomicity, consistency, isolation, durability. The vast majority of relational databases are ACID compliant. So when it comes to data reliability and safe guarantee of transactions, SQL databases are still the better bet. Most SQL solutions, mostly they sacrifice ACID compliance for performance and reliability. Hence, we should consider SQL over NoSQL in case of finance related products where we actually want to have transactions. Now let's talk about which one to choose, SQL or NoSQL, and in which case. Before discussing this, I just want to say it's not a black and white situation, as we can always do mix and match of SQL and NoSQL databases. As most of the organizations they do like this, they rely on both SQL and NoSQL databases for different needs. So let's talk about when we should use a SQL database. Two most important factors we should take in consideration is that if we are requiring ACID compliance, mainly in case of finance related products. Second, if your schema is structured and it is unchanging. Now, when we should use NoSQL database? Well, when you want to store large volume of data where little to no structure schema is present. Second, if you want to have rapid development in current times where we require a lot of iteration before finalizing the product, SQL can slow us down. So go for NoSQL databases in such cases. So this was the video about SQL and NoSQL DBs. If you like the video, please consider liking it and subscribing to the channel. I am also a mentor at Skiller Academy, and if you have any questions around it, I have given my details in the descriptions of the video. Do consider sending me a ping there. In the end, I thank you for watching the whole video. I hope you liked it.